Long ago, in a quiet village in ancient China, there was a boy named Chen. Chen had a gentle heart, but he struggled with something that weighed him down. He couldn't stop dwelling on the bad things that had happened to him in the past. Whenever someone said something unkind, Chen would brood over it for the entire day, replaying the harsh words in his mind like a broken record. These painful memories seemed lodged in his brain, and no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't shake them off. Chen's constant overthinking made it hard for him to connect with others, leaving him with few friends. His schoolwork and household chores suffered too, as his mind was always preoccupied with past events. One day, an elderly villager noticed the troubled expression on Chen's face. With a kind heart, the villager suggested that Chen visit a Zen monk who lived in a nearby village. The monk was known for helping people overcome their struggles, and the villager believed he could help Chen as well. Taking the advice to heart, Chen set off to meet the Zen monk. Upon reaching the monastery, he poured out his troubles, explaining how his thoughts kept circling back to painful memories. The monk listened intently, nodding in understanding, but said nothing. Instead, he stood up and went inside the monastery, leaving Chen waiting anxiously. After some time, the monk returned, holding a glass of water. "How heavy do you think this glass of water is?" the monk asked. Chen pondered for a moment and then replied, "Not very heavy." The monk nodded. "And if I hold this glass for an hour, what would happen?" "It would start to feel heavier," Chen answered. "And if I held it all day?" the monk continued. "Your arm would hurt a lot," Chen said. "Indeed," the monk smiled. "But has the weight of the glass changed during that time?" "No, it hasn't," Chen responded. "Exactly," the monk agreed. "And what would you do to relieve the pain?" "Put the glass down," Chen replied. The monk's eyes twinkled. "Precisely. Our troubles are like this glass of water. At first, they don't seem too heavy, but the longer we hold on to them, the more they burden us. To ease the pain, we must learn to let them go and focus on the present." Chen listened intently, absorbing the wisdom in the monk's words. He realized he had been carrying the weight of his past for far too long. It was time to set it down. From that moment forward, whenever Chen caught himself overthinking, he remembered the lesson of the glass of water. He gently set aside his worries and embraced the present, and bit by bit, he felt a newfound lightness and joy that he had never known before.